As of today, there are many different ways to consume Pokemon content. Some of us are crazy fans of the series, whether it be the game, the anime, the cards, competitive, whatever. There's so many different routes and avenues. It brings up the good, the bad, and the weird in people. So let's see where you fit in. Today, we're breaking down different types of Pokemon players. Let's see where you guys fit in. It might be in multiple categories. It might be just one. Either way, hope you guys enjoy the video and let's get into it. There honestly isn't even too much to say about you guys. You just enjoy Pokemon. You're a casual player. There are players out there that absolutely cannot fathom the idea of playing Pokemon just to sit down and play Pokemon and enjoy Pokemon. This category fits to the people who, again, just like playing the game. Maybe you have a plushie or two. Maybe it's Pikachu. Maybe you collect cards on the side casually. Maybe you don't. I'm guessing your favorite Pokemon game is Emerald, or you have a specific game that you like. But does it really matter? No. When the next Pokemon comes out, you're getting it. Casual players are here for the ride that is Pokemon. They don't care about what Pokemon is competitively viable or what's good or what's shiny or anything like that. They just pick Pokemon that they like and they roll with it. They're not worried about IVs. Some of the casual players that just listen to this don't even know what the IVs even are. To my casual players, keep rocking on, keep enjoying the game, and I hope you keep enjoying Pokemon. You don't care for the main line, and you take extra effort to make it painfully obvious. I'm gonna list off some games for y'all. Pokemon XD, Coliseum, Explores the Time, Darkness, Sky, Ranger, Pokken, and I honestly think Go counts too. If you are a spin-off lover, you guys probably think that one of those games I just listed is way overdue for a remaster. On top of that, it's one of your favorite games. Maybe your actual favorite Pokemon game. Some of the fans of spin-offs, the spin-off lovers, are professional haters of the main line. Some of them aren't, and some of them just like it all. They just like the spin-offs more. Either way, completely fine. I love the energy on both. Last thing I want to say is people who like the spin-offs more than the main line usually are the ones talking about it. They're the ones talking about how good Ranger was, or whatever else I said earlier. And these people feel like to this day they have to rep those games because really honestly, who else is going to? And to add on top of all of this, I'm just mentioning the really popular spin-offs. We haven't even talked about Pinball, Conquest, Troze, Ranch, Battle Revolution, Snap, Pokepark. I really don't have too much material for this one. You're the completionist. You're the person who saw Professor Oak, or whichever professor actually, at the very beginning of the game said, hey, I need you to catch all of these Pokemon and come back to me. And you said, okay. This is usually the step up from casual players. These players were casual players at the start, and then they found greater purpose. They no longer care about just beating the game. They want to make sure that they have everybody in their PC box and get the token of gratitude that you get when you go back to the lab and talk to the professor of that game and tell them, hey, I completed it. To my old Pokemon fans, I'm about to read the dog out of you guys. I'm sorry, but hear me out. My old Pokemon fans, you guys woke up at 6 in the morning to catch the next show of Pokemon before school. You guys probably think that either Pokemon Emerald or Heart Gold Soul Silver is still in fact peak Pokemon, and to this day has never been topped. Your favorite generations are also 1 through 5. Some of y'all don't even accept Gen 5. If you watch the show, then you absolutely miss Brock. Game-wise, some of y'all miss little additions like how Heart Gold and Soul Silver had the Pokewalker. The newer gens, while they aren't bad, they are probably just boring to you. And to add on to that, you guys would probably just rather replay Emerald or Heart Gold or Soul Silver, whatever your old favorite Pokemon game happens to be. I feel like a lot of people fall into this category because for a lot of people, old is gold. The first or the second game did it for you, so why make new content? Don't change what's not broken, right? And that doesn't apply to just Pokemon, that applies to really gaming in general. Think of how many games that you like the older versions of versus the newer versions. You guys let me know if I got any of those right. I feel like I'm kind of on the mark here. Why? I'm an old head myself. This is a little side note, but as I've been making this video, I've noticed that I've fallen into multiple of these categories, and this is definitely one of them. Nothing wrong with liking the old games. Just be careful not to keep shoving your best favorite game of all time onto other people. If your homie likes Sword and Shield, then they like Sword and Shield. If they like any of the other newer titles in general, then they just like them. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you liking your old title either. You can play Heart Gold, Soul Silver as many times as you want. Nobody's stopping you. Competitive players are the sweats of the game. They know EVs, they know IVs, they know how to train for them, they know exactly what move sets, they know the typing matchups, what they're weak to, what they're strong to, what they're neutral to, everything. These guys, the whole the song I wanna be the very best, you know, roll it. I wanna be the very best. In as far as a actual Pokemon match, these people aren't to be trifled with. Yeah, these people aim to be the very best, literally. Competitive players usually are big fans of Showdown and just everything around Showdown. If you come across a competitive player and you just mention a Pokemon, say if I did just random Mon, Ursaluna, they'll immediately go, it's adamant, make sure that it has the guts ability and Swords Dance Facade, and Crunch, don't forget about Crunch. Competitive players are not worried about if the Pokemon looks good, if they just like the Pokemon. They're worried about its stat spread. They're worried about its moveset. They're worried about, again, the EVs and IVs. They're not worried about anything unconventional. Casual players, I don't want to say stay away completely, but be careful. If you are truly a casual player, these people are anything but. This category is your polar opposite. You remember how I said near the beginning of the video that there are people that cannot fathom playing the game Pokemon just to enjoy the game Pokemon? This would be one of those categories. If you're a competitive player, they just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't care about beating the champion at the end of the game. They want to beat you. Some of y'all might feel a little called out on this one. I'm sorry in advance. This is the lore guy. This is the person that cares more about the story, the theories, and everything surrounding that. Your favorite game is probably Pokemon Black and White, or Black 2 White 2, whichever you prefer. And you still probably praise the story in Black and White to this day. The lore guy is also not satisfied on things just existing. They want to know the how and the why. There's plenty of examples out there, but just to throw one out there, Mega Evolution. They exist and people like them, and for a lot of people that's just that, they just like Mega Evolutions. But the lore guy will tell you these Pokemon are hurting when they Mega Evolve, and then they're gonna deep dive into telling you why and how they're hurting and what the Mega Evolution stones are doing to those Pokemon. This is a whole genre where theory crafting is born and people guessing and telling you facts about stuff. Lore people love the Pokédex entries and what they detail, and if you're into that stuff, definitely check it out. There is so much good content out there. Just a side note once again, but I just recently watched a theory on Deoxys and Minior. I'll link it below so y'all can check it out, but stuff like that is really cool. If you are into Pokemon heavily and you play the games a lot, you've probably heard the word Nuzlocke. If you're really into Nuzlocke, you might have also heard of speedruns. They are not one of the same. Some people do Nuzlocks and other people do straight up speedruns, but I think they do both fit in the category of the challenge player. These people think that Pokemon in its current state is, simply put, just too easy of a game to play. I mean, it should be. It's kind of, you know, made for kids, but these people set by rule challenges to themselves. Sometimes they play with friends and whatnot, and really they just challenge themselves. They make the game harder for themselves. I can't knock it. I don't do challenge runs very often, but when I'm in that particular mood, these challenge runs, Nuzlocke, speedrunning, all of that is great. It's phenomenal. Shout out to people who do challenge runs just maybe as their normal content or just in general. Really, a lot of them are not easy to do. Some of them get really complicated, like Soul Links, for example, and honestly I can't do anything but respect it. I just wanted to real quick say thank you for watching the video. I actually recorded the rest of this video months ago. Long story short, life just started kicking my and I really had no choice but to kind of just lock in at work and stuff like that. Appreciate y'all for watching this. I do plan on making more. I can make a part 2 to this video now that I'm kind of back and in the groove of making videos again. So if y'all do want that, go ahead and leave a comment. If y'all actually enjoy the content, I want y'all to actually enjoy it, of course. So if you do, like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support that I can get. Yeah, hopefully it does, and I'll catch you guys in part 2 or whatever. I see Legend of Z8 drop some stuff. Anyway, next video. See y'all.